Matchup and a hot one at that, 2 p.m. Start time, Mateo, and these ROWE Texans have forced a Game 3 here in the regional quarterfinal matchup. A bunch of great baseball going on in South Texas, particularly this one today. The ROWE Texans tonight bringing out the catcher on the bump tonight, and that's going to be Everett starting tonight for the Texans against this scrappy bunch of NICKIE ROWE baseball players, and we'll see what transpires as it goes on. But we want to talk about how we got here. First game, Texans come out a little rusty. They got some errors. They can't recover from the first inning. Second game, they dominate with Goss on the mound. He pitches a shutout. Here we are at Game 3. It's going to come down. Who's the best coach, probably, who has the most in the tank, especially with the heat out here. We're talking who can last the longest. So what do you got?
Well, Joe, Game 1, we did see an excellent matchup, a real close ball game throughout. You know, Garcia showing us some real spunk as a freshman throwing against this team and holding them down to a 4-3 loss. And then Game 2, you know, it's important to note here, NICKIE ROWE did have its opportunities, about 3 innings where they had the bases loaded and they couldn't capitalize. That just shows Goss, no matter if he's in a jam or if he's got nobody on base, he kept his composure, and that's why the ROWE Texans have him as the ace. Now here with Everett on the mound, it's questionable on the catcher's portion because, you know, we haven't seen much of his backup. So all we've really seen is Everett. You know, we know he's real good behind the dish. Now let's see how good he is on the mound.
Well, this weather here today, this sun here today, is going to play a factor not only with us because, boy, I'll tell you, I wore the wrong outfit today. At least I have a cap on. But it's somewhere in the vicinity of 95 to 96. Who knows what the heat index is, but the wind's blowing a little. And we're going to see as this game transpires who lets fatigue set in first because of the sun. And most oftentimes you can tell when a pitcher's up there and he's laboring because of the heat out here, and both of them are going to have to dig deep and find it to push their teams to the next level, and that's what they're wanting. The ROWE Texans, the NICKIE ROWE Warriors, going at it in the regional quarterfinals. Game 3 will bring you scores from all around South Texas. You got the London game going on. That's Game 3. You got the Bishop game. I think they closed it out. They're moving on, right?
3-0 in Game 3. They will be facing more than likely Blanco in the next round.
Yeah, Blanco will be coming next for them. And I'll tell you, that Bishop Banchetti matchup was one for the books. And, boy, it did not disappoint as they came out swinging both sides. And the better team came out victorious. So we're going to go to commercial here, and we'll be back with Game 3 action of the regional quarter. You're listening to Rio Sports Live. I'm going to put it on so they can hear
Batting second, the shortstop, number 1, Jack Bell. In the 3-hole, we have number 3, the second baseman, Lucas Tinajero. In the cleanup spot, the pitcher, number 16, Miguel Everett. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 14, Kevin Goss. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 9, Nick Talavera. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 19, Darian Montoya. In the 8th spot, the DH for today will be number 11, Frankie Alderete. Batting 9, the right fielder, number 6, Luis Morales. And at third base, we have number 18, Dylan Quesada. The substitutes for today's game will be number 23, Christian Martinez. Number 15, Brandon Chapa. Number 8, Juan Garcia. Number 2, Jameson Galvan. Number 10, Larry Olivares. Number 12, Isaiah Tinajero. Number 13, Kiernan Kruger. Number 7, Jack Spence. Number 21, Isaiah Cerda. Number 5, Derek Rodriguez. Number 20, Kenneth Glover. And number 22, Joseph Cerda. The Texans are led by Coach Reese. Now for the home side, Macallen NICKIE ROWE Warriors. Batting first, the catcher, number 3, Nathan Charles. In the 2-hole, we have the second baseman, Ivan Salinas. Batting third, the center fielder, number 15, Gabriel Renner. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 10, Jacob Torres. The designated hitter for today will be number 11, Ruben Campos. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 1, Jorge Melendez. Batting 7, the pitcher, number 2, Ramiro Campos. Batting 8, the third baseman, number 13, Brandon Leon. Batting 9, the left fielder, number 15, Yair Garcia. And playing right field, number 6, Matthew Gonzalez. The subs for NICKIE ROWE, we have Miguel Soto, number 8. Number 9, Nick Hartman. Number 12, Adan Ramirez. Number 14, Ricardo Reyes. Number 17, Aiden Medina. Number 20, Aaron Campion. Number 21, Xavier Garcia. Number 23, Gilbert Varela. Number 27, Chris Hartman. And number 34, Brandon Hernandez. NICKIE ROWE is led by Coach Leon. Now, if everyone could please rise, face center field, remove all headgear for the playing of our national anthem. umpires for ROWE will be Ryan, Jack, followed by Lucas. On the mound for NICKIE ROWE, we have number 2, Ramiro Campos. His battery mate will be the catcher, number 3, Nathan Charo.
Let's go, Ray. We're on a mission. Let's go, baby.
Hello and welcome back to the stream, everybody. Both teams are ready to go. Mateo, we're here, Game 3 regional quarterfinal. Whoever wins goes on. The loser goes home today, and we got some scores to update you pretty soon here from around the South Texas baseball. And the NICKIE ROWE Warriors took care of Carroll to get here. They took Game 1, dropped one yesterday to Goss's shutout. And now Game 3 here, ready to go as Ruben Campos on the mound for the Warriors to take on these Texan hitters.
Interesting choice there, Joe, putting Campos on the mound. We haven't seen him this series, obviously, but, you know, after Garcia's relief yesterday, I would have thought that they'd put him somewhere maybe to get a couple of innings of work here to start off the game. Looked real, as his relief work went throughout, he looked more comfortable on that mound. I expected to see him, but it's nice to see Campos on the mound, and I'm excited to see what he's done.
So this is number 4, Ryan Rodriguez, and not a big showing today, as we figured out more people want to watch this on TV than come out in the heat. But don't get it twisted. Everybody's here to support their team, and this is Ryan Rodriguez to start things off for the Texans. Campos on the mound, taking the signals. Here's the pitch. And Charles behind the plate as usual. That's strike number 1 there. And
Rodriguez throughout this series has shown us that he's a very patient leadoff hitter.
And he's going to push one to left field, and Garcia is under it. For out number 1.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 1, Jack Bell.
Jack Bell up to bat, and that's a quick out there for the Warriors. 1 out. And this will bring up to the plate Jack Bell, whose bat came alive last game.
First pitch low for ball 1.
And ball 1 there.
Bell, a dangerous hitter here, showed us last night just what he could do. Had a little bit of difficulty, a little struggle there in Game 1, but nonetheless, last night he got it together and put up a couple hits to help the Texans.
He sure did.
Shutout win.
A key player in that game takes ball 3.
Just a bit outside, counters to 3 balls and no strikes.
3-0 the count on Bell now. A quick out to left field for Rodriguez, and it's 1 out here in the top of the first. Ball 4. He'll take his base on balls.
The second baseman, number 3, Lucas Tinajero.
And bear with us today because it's going to be tough to see this screen. I'll tell you that as we put the runners and everything on here. Runner at first now for the Texans, and that'll bring up Tinajero, the second baseman, who did a hellacious job in Game 2 on the defensive side with his glove there. He got a lot of action to second base yesterday. Here's Campos with a pitch outside, ball 1. So ball 1 to Tinajero here.
Boy, Joe, this South Texas heat is really coming down on us.
This heat is going to take care of its own business today. Boy, oh boy, it is hot. And ball 2. So Campos finding it tough to find the strike zone so far. Puts Bell on, and Lucas Tinajero looking at 2 balls and no strikes. They cannot let this Texas team get a fast start here. This Texans team, I mean. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes now.
Man's not happy about that call from the home plate umpire.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
let's go.
But I tell you, Joe, South Texas heat's gonna affect everybody.
Oh my goodness. That's a strike down the middle.
Counting down 3 balls and 1 strike.
Hey, let's go now. You ready, kid?
So 3 balls and 1 strike to Tinajero here as Campos trying to battle back. You got Bell taking a monster lead at first. There's ball 4.
So back-to-back walks will bring up the pitcher, number 16, Miguel Everett.
2 straight bases on balls there. And Miguel Everett, the pitcher tonight, will come up to the plate.
Hey, let's go. Nobody better, kid. Look for something to try.
And we're going to make sure we get this right here.
In there for strike 1.
Strike 1 there.
Take that. Let's go.
Runners at first and second now. As Everett comes up to the plate. Campos trying to deal there. That hit Everett in the foot, and he'll load him up.
Dead ball. Miguel is hit by the pitch.
He'll load him up here.
That'll load up the bases for the first baseman, number 14.
Not a good way to start it off here. As he loads the bases for the Texans with 1 out here. Everett gets on, and we've got Goss at the plate. Goss will come up to the plate, and we all know he can do some damage with that bat. One swing of the bat could break it open for the Texans here as Goss comes up. Goss takes one to center field. Going back to the track. He's got it. He dropped it. He dropped it in center field. One run will score. First run of the ball game, and an error on the center fielder there as Goss takes it deep, and he just dropped it, Mateo.
Absolutely. Looks like he lost it in the sun for a little bit. Look, when starting off there, it looked like he had a beat on it, and as soon as he looked up, I guess the ball just disappeared in the sun.
Let's go.
And an unfortunate mistake there for the Warriors. Bases loaded, and Goss comes through. The center fielder drops the ball there.
E8, Joe?
Literally error on the center fielder. Top of the first, if you're just joining us, regional quarter action. The Texans against the Warriors. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That's a foul ball. And this is Talavera, the left fielder.
You want it? Let's go, 9.
Here is the pitch outside, ball 1.
Campos getting a little bit rattled early here. Bases loaded, already allowed 1 run.
1 ball and 1 strike. Campos has got to get out of this one as fast as he can.
Good eye, good eye.
That's in there for a strike.
Counting down 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Like you said, Joe, Campos got to get out of here early.
Really?
Try to limit.
Oh, and what's essentially like a bunt down the line, and they'll get the force out at home. And Talavera didn't want to go at that one, and the bat got on the ball, and that's a dribbler to the third baseman. They'll get the force out at home.
A check swing turned into a ground out force at the plate. Great job by the Warrior third baseman, playing it smart, not allowing that run to come across.
And here is Montoya, ready to face Campos, and Campos got a break there. 2 outs now for the Texans. Ball a little high.
Yes, Joe, he got a break on that last batter. Doesn't mean he might get one here.
Sure, we've seen a lot of 2-out rallies here by the Texans, and that's a ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Charles there to make sure another run doesn't come in.
Saved it there.
Boy, that was a save if anything, I'll tell you. And Campos having a time here in this first inning with the Texans hitters. And this is number 19, Montoya. He'll be behind the plate catching for Everett today. Here's the pitch. That's a ground ball up the middle. Will it make it through? And they'll get the force at second there. And they come out of the inning with only 1 run scored. And that's best case scenario for the Warriors there. After the end of half an inning, the Warriors trail 1-0. We'll be back after this.
We have Nathan.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We are the Orange Cardinals and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are La Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito. This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
The computer doesn't heat up on us.
Up to bat for the Warriors, we have the catcher, number 3, Nathan Charles.
I'm not going to do the book, man. I can't.
For the Texans, number 16, Miguel Everett. His battery mate is number 19, Darian Montoya.
Here's Everett on the mound for the Texans. And Everett, what a series he's had behind the plate and at the plate as well. Miguel Everett on the mound. There's the pitch in there for strike one. Strike one there, and a ground ball to the third baseman, Marquez, and he can't come up with it. So an error on the third baseman there puts a runner on for ROWE.
Reaches first base. That'll bring up the second baseman, number 4, Ivan Salinas.
I'll tell you, Joe, this Texas heat affecting everyone.
Oh, yeah. And you can't get out of it anywhere. Runner at first now on the error in the third baseman.
What we need, Joe, is a giant cooling fan here.
Everett dealing with the runner now on first for the Warriors. Here he comes out of the stretch. A breaking pitch just misses. Inside, ball one.
Outside for ball 1.
He wanted that one.
Bottom of the first inning here, as we're just getting things started here at Jersey Baseball Park in Falfurrias. Game 3 of the regional quarterfinal championship, and it's all knotted up at 1 game apiece. Here is the pitch outside, ball 2.
Ball first, D, ball first.
One of these Ray Texan pitchers really love that outside corner. We've seen it through the first 2 games here in Everett. No different.
No different for Everett. He's going to try to paint the corners. Here he comes out of the stretch. And just a bit outside, ball 3.
Hey, go at him, let's go. Cheat it a little, D, cheat it a little bit.
Everett has that classic delivery.
A real textbook delivery.
A real textbook delivery for sure. The mechanics are all there. A ball inside, and there's a base on balls.
That'll bring up the center fielder, number
And runners at first and second now. And here's Renner at the plate.
And Joe, in this situation right here, does this look look familiar to you?
Oh yeah, game one, right?
First and second with no outs.
Of course. First and second, no outs. The Texans, the Warriors, and this is Renner, the left-handed hitter for the Warriors. Everett on the mound taking the signal there from Montoya. Montoya, who was at third base, well, for the whole series. Darian Montoya behind the plate now, catching for Everett. Here's a pitch, breaking pitch in there for a strike. Strike one there, and Everett giving all he's got there, trying to paint the corners, using his breaking ball. 0-1 to Renner. For all the marbles today, loser goes home, winner will advance. Swing and a miss, Renner. And Renner waited on it. He knew what was coming, and he still couldn't get it. That breaking pitch got him to go.
Big swing, looking to clear the bases with one hit, Joe.
And a beautiful breeze coming in. I just wish it was a cooler breeze. This cement just radiates the heat on you. No balls and 2 strikes. Everett taking the signal from Montoya. He agrees with this one. Runners at first and second for the Warriors. Here's the pitch and a pickoff attempt. Didn't get rid of the ball, just
shortstop I don't think was ready for
yeah,
that
scared the runner back. That's about it. Boy, and if we don't have the sweetest tan ever after this, I don't know what'll give us one. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out.
And he knew exactly what was coming, still waited on it, just wasn't able to connect the bat.
Out number 1, and Renner mad at himself for that one.
Grab all the way, kid.
He knew what was coming each time and could not connect with the baseball. A killer breaking pitch there from Everett got him to go, and a strikeout number 1 on the afternoon for Miguel Everett. Here's the pitch coming up. This is Torres. Swing and a miss. And boy, is that breaking pitch working for Everett tonight, this afternoon.
These boys just can't time it right.
Nasty breaking pitch from Everett. Got these batters reeling. At first and second are the runners. 1 out. If you're just joining us, the Texans went up 1-0 in the top of the first. Grants him a timeout in the middle of the windup there.
Questionable timeout call there.
He was on his push-off already. Yeah, it's up to the umpire when that happens. And boy, right 3/4 of the way into his delivery there. No balls, 1 strike. Everett sets up, takes his signal. Here it is. That's a ground ball, dangerous ground ball down the third base line.
I tell you, that timeout call kind of threw him off a little bit. Kind of left it right there for him.
Sure
and
did.
Torres you don't want to leave him that pitch twice in a row.
Yeah, Torres can make you pay for that one. We'll see what Everett has. He's got some balls to play with. If you know, he's got some balls to give up to Torres. And no balls and 2 strikes here. A little highs. He tried to get him to chase there.
Torres
not falling for it.
An inch.
Yeah. So 1 ball and 2 strikes as I hold a shade over the computer to see what I'm doing. It's really bad out here. And then one of the fans tossed me some sunscreen. That's when you know you're from Corpus, when you have the sunscreen available at all time. That's a ground ball up the middle. And nice play at second to get the lead runner. And a barehanded catch there. Heck of a play by Tinajero there to get the barehanded grab to get the force out. And I think they're calling him safe.
Got a challenge by the coach.
Calling him safe at second there.
Gonna see if maybe there was a different view.
It might have been.
It was a real bang play, Joe, but
And if this stands, everybody will be safe, and it'll be bases loaded for Ruben Campos, the DH.
I got two now. Here we go.
And it is out. He is out.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, number 11, Ruben Campos.
So that'll put runners at the corners.
Let's go.
Runners at the corners for Campos now. 2 outs.
I just want to comment, Joe. That was an excellent effort there by the
Oh
shortstop
my goodness.
to get that runner at second.
Barehanded grab to get him at second. And boy, this defense has been showing out all series long. And 2 outs here for Everett. Runners at the corners. Here's Torres, the DH. Middle outside, ball 1. And we are toasting.
Is it? Hey, Joe, I think this is Mr. Ruben Campos at the plate.
Is it? I'm sorry, Ruben Campos. I'm sorry about that. You're right. Number 11, Campos. Here's the pitch, and Campos goes after it for strike 1. 1-1 the count now on Campos, as we appreciate all the viewers and all the sponsors that come in to do these games. Of course, AA Pools LLC out of Sinton, Texas, 1320 Antonia, 361-482-7955. For all your new install needs, call Mona. And that was a nasty breaking pitch, got Campos to go there.
Everett going to his breaking ball early and counting on it.
Everett taking the call from Montoya, 2 outs. Can he get out of this one with no runs scored? Bottom of the first, if you're just joining us, 1-0 Texans. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
And Campos knew what was coming, timed it up, and just couldn't get the bat on it.
2 strikeouts for Everett, and no score there. 1 complete inning to play. The Texans lead it 1-0. We'll be back.
Get more water.
I love what I do. I
love
really
what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are Eddie Burgella, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning.
And welcome back to the action here. Mateo Requeños alongside Joe Martinez taking some time to switch between innings. And coming up for the Ray Texans, we have Mr. Aldarete, number 11. As he grounds one off to the left side and foul for strike 1.
Patience, baby, let's go. On the mission here, let's go. Here we go, Frankie. put it into play, babe.
As this South Texas heat is no joke, is it, Joe?
No way. I'll tell you, we're having a hard time looking at the computer here, and if not for the sunscreen they gave me, I'll probably be baked like a chicken.
And Aldarete looks at that one for a called strike 2. As Campos releases, going to the breaking ball, trying to find that inside corner, and Aldarete not biting. Not biting on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the release. And Campos trying to find that outside corner that he's been chasing all this these first past inning, as Aldarete doesn't bite. 2-2 count here. And a swing and a miss for strike 3, as Campos will get the first strike out of the inning. Now, Joe, one thing we've noticed with 2 strikes, these Texans taking the really close balls. What do you think about that?
I mean, you know, if that's the way they're coached, that's what they're going to do. And, you know, it's up to the batter to see what he wants to do. But most times, you just got to protect, like you said. There's another one right there that I probably would have been out with.
And that's ball 1. Has got to see all that real close one there. And he goes for that one, had his mind set, and he swung for strike 2. And that is number 6, Medina, correct?
Yeah, Luis Medina.
Luis Medina. And the catcher calling for a check swing here. Umpire is going to say he didn't go, and that'll be ball 2.
Luis Morales.
Now Luis Morales, the right fielder, with a 2-1 count. And he's going to find the outside part of the plate for strike 2. An even 2-2 count here for Morales.
With his heat.
And he'll
give me some sunglasses tomorrow in Corpus. That's a guarantee. I lost mine. I'm getting them back tomorrow.
Absolutely, we need them for days like this. And a full count here for Morales. He swings, and it's going to be a fly ball towards center field. And the center fielder will get under it for out number 2. And I tell you, Campos doing a great job letting these Texans hit themselves, hit the ball and make the defense work. Joe, what do you think about that?
Well, the defenses on both squads are just phenomenal. So if the pitcher is expecting to do that, then that's a good decision, I'd say. You know, this whole series of defense has been just crazy at lights out. And if it wasn't for Goss's performance last night, heaven knows where the Texans would be, maybe at the house.
And Rodriguez takes a called strike 1, and he bunt attempt here pulled back as that one goes in the dirt.
In the dirt for sure. And ball 1 ball, 1 strike.
So we got 1 ball, 1 strike here for Rodriguez. 2 outs.
Let's go, right.
And outside, trying to get Rodriguez to chase, and he's not budging. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Campos sitting at 35 pitches here early on, Joe. You think that's going to be a factor throughout the day?
I'd say so. I'd say so if he wants to make it the distance.
And he will foul that off to the left side and even up the count, Joe. And as we say here, Deuce is running wild on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. In the top of the second.
Let's see what Campos has up his sleeve here for Gonzalez. He can put something in play for sure. That's why he's a leadoff hitter. He's expecting to get on every single time he comes up to the plate.
And here's the delivery by Campos. Leaves it up and puts the count full, Joe.
This is what you see all the time from Gonzalez. He's got some quality at bats. He battles until he makes something positive happen. And it's either a walk or a hit here. And there's the walk he was wanting.
And Rodriguez doing a great job of working the count. Had a strike early on, and he just worked it full and forced the walk. And that'll bring up the dangerous left-handed hitter, Mr. Jack Bell.
Bell has his swing.
Go, Jack.
These pitchers have to adapt to what he's swinging at, and they usually pitch him an inside and low pitch. And this time,
there's a fly ball towards the third base dugout, as that'll be a foul ball indefinitely, as that was in dead ball territory.
We're gonna need a water hose.
Absolutely.
We need the sprinklers on right now.
We need one of those cooling fans that they have at Six Flags here. It gets getting real hot.
Well, they're doing fine at Six Flags. We need them over here.
Absolutely. As Jack Bell stepping back in. 0-1 count for him with 2 outs and a runner on first. And a pickoff attempt at first base. First baseman not able to hold on to it, as Rodriguez is back safely.
We haven't seen any successful pickoff attempts in this series, but I'll tell you, they're trying.
We've seen some close ones.
Yeah, we've seen some close ones, but not any successful ones. And he calls timeout there.
And he calls timeout.
The umpire doesn't grant it for him.
It's not granted at all, Mr. Bell. Luckily, that one went high for ball 1. Pickoff attempt to first, not in time. And Bell, throughout this series, we saw him a little bit quiet in game 1, but game 2, he stepped right back up, had a couple of RBI hits, and really pushed the Texans to a game 2 win, and that one's going towards center field. As the center fielder will get under it, and that'll be out number 3. The Texans go down quietly this half inning, leaving a runner on first with 1.5 innings of play done. You're watching Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
Success. And Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the ROWE Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
And we are back to the action here as the ROWE Warriors are getting ready to take their swings in the bottom half of the second inning. Everett really had a great first inning, had a little bit of a jam early, but was able to get out of it as he has 17 pitches total so far. And Everett with the first pitch of the bottom half. A breaking ball finds that low outside corner for strike one. And I tell you, Joe, Everett really depending on that breaking ball early on.
Well, if it's working, he's not going to want to get away from it. And so far, it's been working. So there he comes.
And he finds it. Catcher asks for a check swing. The umpire's going to say no. He didn't go around. That'll even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And up at the plate, I believe it is number
Melendez.
Number 1, Melendez. It finds the outside part of the plate for strike 2.
Great pitch on the outside part of the plate, and we'll see what Everett brings with him right now. And I can guarantee you it's probably the breaking pitch that nobody can get to.
And here's the windup. And a little bit of looked like a changeup right there as Melendez gets ahead of that one, and that'll be out number 1. As Campos, the pitcher, will step up at the plate.
Let's go, kid.
Change it, guys.
And Everett getting ready to release the first pitch. And he finds that outside part of the plate again. And as we mentioned before, Joe, these Texans throughout the series love that outside part of the plate.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking that's what they work on day in, day out. And he comes at him right now with a high fastball. He's going to chase. It's been a bit of a competitive kind of thing.
Misses it high there. Trying to get him to chase. Yeah, like you said, Joe. Here's the windup. And a ground ball towards the shortstop. Throw on to first. And mishandled as the runner will be safe at second. That goes to the outfield. Rounding third. And he's going to come all the way home on the 4-bag error.
Boy, you don't see that out of the Texans often. And that was reminiscent of game 1. 2 straight errors on the same play, and that scores a run.
And we'll have a look like the shortstop had it all the way through. I don't know what happened on the throw, but ended up resulting in a 4-bag error as 2 throwing mistakes allows Melendez, or I'm sorry, Campos, to come all the way around. And that'll bring up Mr. Leon at the plate following that 4-base error. Misses outside, a little too far outside for ball 1. Misses high. Seems to like that combo. He aims for the outside part of the plate, misses high. Trying to get these Warrior hitters to chase. And here he throws, fires one in there for strike 1. As Everett getting the strike here.
Talk to each other, Ray. I don't hear you guys.
2-1. Here's the delivery. And it ends up hitting Leon as he will make it to first base on the dead ball. And boy, Joe, with this.
What can you say about Garcia? He's been on fire all series, and we'll see what he can do here with a runner at first.
Absolutely, Garcia showed us exactly what he could do in game 1, and he's been nothing shy of exceptional throughout this series.
A shining light in the Warriors lineup, and we'll see what he can do here against Everett.
With a runner at first and 1 out here. Here's the 0-0 delivery. Finds that top outside corner for strike 1. Garcia not really happy about that one as he shakes his head. And Everett calling off. Finally gets one that he agrees with. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Gets Garcia to swing here for strike 2.
That's his bread and butter there. That pitch there has been getting these Warriors hitters to swing all afternoon, and he's going to keep using it until it's ineffective.
Absolutely, Joe. And Garcia, we've seen him work with an 0-2 count. We know he's patient. And let's see what he does here.
You ever wonder how a rotisserie chicken feels?
This is exactly how it is.
This is it. Here's the 0-2.
And a shot to the shortstop. Throw on to second. And a double play for the Texans. We've seen a lot of that here this series.
Great play by the Texans there, and that is what puts them at number 2 in the state right there. Exemplary play, and 6-4-3 double play scored in the book.
Absolutely, and a great play by the Texans to end the inning as the Warriors draw blood here. And we have a tie ball game after 2 complete innings. You're watching Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
And he throws it down.
Here we go with Lucas Tinajero coming up to the plate, facing Campos. The score all knotted up at 1 after that inning from the Texans with a couple of errors there. We go to the top of the 3rd, and seems like no harm, no foul, 1 run, and it ties it up here early in the game.
Oh, yeah.
And Tinajero starts it off. What a grab there by the shortstop, Melendez, not in time. In the back of the apron, he backhands it, but the effort falls short there as the runner goes to first.
Like I said, excellent effort there by the shortstop. Trying to get that out, just short on the throw, but you got a runner on first, and Everett stepping in.
Everett stepping in, and we got Gabby and Katrina watching their cousin play over there, watching it from the cool living room, I hope, or somewhere cool, because we're baking. So shout out to you girls, and your cousin's doing a great job out here. Here is Mike Everett at the plate, ready to face Campos, a runner at first. No outs for the Texans. That's a nice bunt laid down by Everett to move the runner over. And a sacrifice bunt by Everett. Moves Tinajero over.
Great job by Everett, laying down the bunt, advancing the runner, playing a little bit of small ball, the Texans are.
They sure are, and that'll move the runner.
And we have the big man, Goss, at the plate.
Goss is at the plate, and boy, he's been doing some damage here as of late. Of course, the shutout last night helped out, and he looks at strike one there, ball one.
You're a Sports Live player of the game, Goss, for that performance last night.
And well deserving, boy, held him to 0. 1 ball, no strikes. Campos takes a look. Here he comes. Outside, ball 2. Runner in scoring position for the Texans. You're at the top. We're at the top of the third inning here. And the top of the thermometer for sure, about 100 out here. In there for strike one.
Feeling somewhere close to the 108 area.
Well, the index will probably get you there this afternoon. And I got to disagree with the agreement about 2 o'clock. I'd have liked 10 a.m., maybe 7 p.m. Swing and a miss, and breaking pitch gets him to turn.
Quick hands on Goss. The quick hands on Goss, Joe. Could have turned on that in an instant.
Oh my goodness, he just didn't connect, but boy, that could have went a long distance. Here's the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, outside pitch. Very disciplined batter, Kevin Goss. 3-2 the count, runner at second, like I said. The Texans and the Warriors all knotted up in this Game 3 regional quarterfinal matchup, and what a series it has been so far. Here's the pitch, and Goss will take one towards left field, foul. So 3-2 the count now to Goss. Let's see what Campos has up his sleeve. Charles again doing a tremendous job behind the plate for the Warriors. As this sun is bearing down, boy, oh boy, the cement isn't helping either. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He'll take his base there.
The left fielder, number 9, Nick Talavera.
So runners at first and second now. And Talavera's up to the plate. All knotted up at 1 if you're just joining us. Top of the third. Double-A pools, and I feel like I need one right about now. LLC 1320 Antonia, Sinton, Texas 361-482-7955. Ask for Mona for all your new pool install needs. Serving all of South Texas. Out number 2 there.
Boy, Joe, might just have to give them a cause. This Texas sun is beating down on us.
Very much so, and well, if the players can take it, we certainly can try. And this is Montoya who's behind the plate today, catching for Everett. Darian Montoya. Runners at first and second. We got 2 out now. Top of the third inning if you're just joining into the stream. Of course, you can stream Real Sports Live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I believe, and of course YouTube. If you want to sponsor or sponsor a certain team, you can get with my buddy Joe Gomez. His info should be in the comments there. Get with him and take your business to the next level on Real Sports Live. Here is Campos, ready to go. Montoya. Flied out to center his last time up. Montoya with a chopper to Melendez. He'll pick it up. Across the diamond to first. Stretch out on the bag. And they're going to say his foot came off, but the umpire disagrees. After 2.5 innings, it's all knotted up at 1. We'll be back after these messages.
See you later, touchdown.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sun rises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items.
Back to the action here as we go to the bottom of the third. Nathan Charles up to the plate, ready to face Everett. Bottom of the third inning coming up as the heat is bearing down.
Wow, Joe, a 10-run roll from London and Santa Gertrude is 17-5.
London takes it.
London took it.
So London will move on. And that's a foul ball to the left side from Charles. Well, Santa Gertrudis, I mean, boy, did they play their hearts out there at the end of the district action and going into the playoffs. And I'll tell you, they beat London going into the playoffs. And then, well, they couldn't take care of business here, but shout out to that team, the Lions over there. Here's Everett setting up once again, no balls and one strike now.
The program's really bounced back from where it used to be.
It sure has. Here's the pitch, breaking pitch. In there for strike two. Mike Everett's got this breaking pitch down packed, and he's using it to his advantage. These Warriors batters have not been able to catch up to it yet. All knotted up at one. There's pitch number 3 and ball 1.
And he's absolutely loving that breaking ball, and it's gotten him where he's at right now. Only 34 throughout these 2 and a third innings.
Struck him out there. Out number 1 there. Charles goes down swinging. And we'll see, I think it's the second strikeout of the afternoon for number 3 for, number 3, you're right. That's Charles struck out there. This is Ivan Salinas, the second baseman. It's been a terror for the Warriors. Bottom 3 as everybody's laboring. There's a base hit right over the shortstop. And I'll tell you, Bell got up as high as he could and just missed it.
That'll bring up the center fielder, number 15, Gabriel Renner.
So a runner at first now. Renner comes up to the plate, all knotted up at 1. And it's a different ball game than yesterday as Goss had control of it. We're not saying Everett doesn't, but we've given up 1 run, and probably not Everett's fault. There was 2 errors back-to-back that brought the runner in there, and that's how this game has ended up, all knotted up at 1. Bottom of the third, here's Renner. And Renner puts one to the second baseman. Can they turn 2? No, not in time. And Renner showing some speed there. Renner gets over to first quickly. Out number 2 there. Jacob Torres to the plate.
Boy, Joe, the heat setting in. Man, Joe, why did we have to go 2 o'clock?
Jacob Torres, number 10, at the plate, ready to face Everett. Here's the pitch, and a foul ball to the left side. No balls and 1 strike now. Everett. Runner at first base for the Warriors. And if you like it hot, you need to make it out here to Jersey Baseball Park. But boy, it is boiling out here. And a pickoff attempt not in time as the sunscreen is needed. And If you come from Corpus, you probably have it on hand all the time. Here's the 0-1 pitch, a breaking pitch again. Leaves him wondering what happened there.
Boy, Joe. I think the grass might be the place to be right now.
Right, yeah. Because the reflection, yeah, it's just like when you're fishing, man. The reflection off the water really kills you. And the cement's the same thing. No balls, 2 strikes. Everett's got him in a hole here. Runner at first, bottom 3. London takes it away from SGA 17-5 as Bishop eliminates Banquete also. They'll be moving on. Of course, CC Vets playing Sherryland today. That's a ball a little high.
Tried to call time there. Wasn't granted.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Umpire, I think, realized that it's going to be, once you start your windup, don't call it.
That breeze coming in freely. We do very well with a pavilion-style seating here. Yeah, he lunges for that one over to the third. Across the diamond, out number 3. A nice play there by the third baseman, Marquez. And that's out number 3, and that's the end of 3 innings, all knotted up at 1. We'll be back to start the 4th. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Vinyl records, that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
We're the Life for Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rollo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable. For condo and beach house rentals, call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Music lover.
Winner number 11, Frankie Alderete.
Alderete up to the plate for the Texans. All knotted up at 1. Joe Martinez, Rio Sports Live, bringing you all the action all the time, and we're all around South Texas delivering these games to you. And you just look for Rio Sports and they'll pop up there. Top of the 4th, as I said, and a swing and a miss. They're from Alderete. And these fans supporting their Texans today, coming out in the heat.
Boy, emphasis on the heat, Joe.
Yeah, really. There's a ground ball. Chopper to the third baseman. He's going to have to make a throw here. Alderete will reach. Frankie Alderete beats out the throw there.
A beautiful example there of why you hustle out every hit.
For sure, and he made it there. Alderete did. So Alderete sits at first now. And this is Tinajero. I'm sorry. Luis Morales at the plate. A pickoff attempt not in time there. Fans coming out to support their teams today. Lays down a bunt there. And Morales hustling to first. Not in time. Sack bunt there. Out number one there, the sack bunt.
You know, Joe, we're seeing these Texans, as the games have gone, we've noticed these Texans are running a little bit more with the small ball.
For sure, and Aldarete over to second. And this is the leadoff hitter, Ryan Rodriguez. Campos setting up, taking a look over there at Aldarete. And he'll send one up in the air towards third base. And he's got a beat on it. The Melendez calls him off there. And he'll get out number two.
Boy, that could have been
Trouble.
Something trouble.
Oh, yeah, really.
Especially on the last second call off.
For sure. Here's Bell at the plate. Runner at second base, Jack Bell. Two outs, top of the fourth. Here's Campos with the breaking pitch. Doesn't make it. It's a bit outside there. 1 ball and no strikes.
And Bell here due for a big hit.
For sure.
He's been waiting for it all series. They had him quiet in the first game.
Came in clutch the second game, and here we are at game 3. Ball high.
Ball 2 balls and no strikes.
Two balls and no strikes, 2 outs now.
You're the one, Bell. Go, Bell, score him.
That's in there for a strike.
You know, Joe, with this heat, do you think it'd have any effect on the bats?
Well, when it comes to the sun and heat, expand and contract, but I don't think so. And 2 balls and 1 strike here. Campos trying to get out of this one, and ball 3 a little low.
Now 3 balls and 1 strike.
Takes one now.
3-1 the count now on Bell. 2 outs for the Texans, top of the fourth. The wind has stopped completely now.
That flag is just drooping down there.
That's strike 2 on the corner.
Bell not happy about that.
Not happy about that one, but hey.
5-2, kid, let's go.
They come and go here. 3 balls and 2 strikes, full count.
It's all you here, let's go.
On Bell. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. He'll get his ball 4 here. Runners at first and second now.
The second baseman, number 3, Lucas Tinajero.
Tinajero up to the plate here. Lucas Tinajero. Had a base on balls his last time up. They're having a little conversation on the field.
People are getting screenshots of my feet. I'm getting some good shots of you boys. I hope some people are getting some screenshots of my feet. I'm getting some good pictures.
And here we go, back to the action as Tinajero comes up to the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, and the Texans have been known to start a rally with 2 gone. We'll see if Tinajero can be the spark they need to get some more runs in. All knotted up at 1. Inside, ball 1.
Ball 1.
Top of the 4th inning. If you're just joining the stream, Rio Sports Live bringing you all the action. AA Pools and Miss Mona taking care if you need a pool. That's a base hit. That'll score a run for the Texans. He came out wide, and 1 run will score. Bill sits at second now. So with 2 outs there, he does come through for the Texans. And that'll bring up Miguel Everett to the plate.
Boy, a big hit right there. Bringing that runner from second home and giving the Texans the lead.
For sure, and came in clutch there. Runners at first and second now.
Sets up the scene perfectly here for Everett.
Miguel Everett waits on that breaking pitch, up in the air, foul, going foul. Catcher cannot come up with it as a spectator nearly shattered his iPhone there. And he's just cool, calm, and collected, still on the phone. He's not worried about it.
Didn't bother him one
Didn't
bit.
bother him one bit. No balls and 2 strikes to Everett, trying to keep this rally going. The Texans up 2-1. Mike Everett at the plate. Can he bring in another run? We'll see. Here's the pitch from Campos and a timeout call.
Everett taking a moment to step back and really assess the situation here.
For sure. Everett with the 0-2 pitch coming up. Outside, ball 1. Real disciplined hitter there from Everett. Anybody else might have swung at that one and laid off of it.
We've seen that all series from him, Joe. This young man really knows what he wants at the plate.
Pickoff attempt not in time over at second.
Could have been trouble right there as shortstop was almost nowhere near that play.
1 ball, 2 strikes for Everett.
Here we go, kid. Let's go. Big hit right here.
Yes, kid, let's go.
Top of the 4th inning. Macallen, NICKIE, ROWE, Ray Texans of Corpus Christi going at it. Everett waited on that one.
Everett knew it was a little too high right after he hit it. Knew it's one he should have laid off. But
Oh, yeah, but he had to. Too close, yeah. He's got to protect there. And Everett surely knows what he's doing there. Accomplished hitter for the Texans. And usually behind the plate, this time on the mound, as Goss pitches that shutout last night.
Well-deserved nod of recognition here for Everett.
Ball high.
Let's go.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And I have a good feeling this game's going to come down to the wire. Everett here, yeah.
No team is willing to give anything up.
2-2 the count. Everett with a chopper foul.
You got it, Mikey.
You're on it. You're on it. Here we go, Mike.
Hey, inside half of the baseball, baby. Let's go.
The count's even now.
See Everett wiping a little bit of sweat off his face. You know, it really this weather's really affecting both teams as far as
Oh, it sure is. There's no doubt about that. As Goss sits in the on-deck circle, and if Everett could get on, put Goss at the plate, we can get multiple runs for the Texans if they need it. What an at-bat for Everett, coming all the way back. 3-2 now.
3 balls and 2 strikes.
A quality at-bat.
Like we've said, Joe, very disciplined hitter. As Everett really claws his way back to a full count after 2 early strikes.
Yeah, Campos throwing him everything but the kitchen sink there, and Everett didn't bite on not a one of them. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And as soon as we said that, Everett takes a swing, and they'll get him out, and they'll leave 2 stranded. The score is 2-1 in favor of the Texans. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Followed by Ramiro.
Because they won the toss. That's why all 3 games are here.
Of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito. This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children.
One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
We'll come back with Ruben Campos. Ramiro Campos, the pitcher. Ruben Campos at the plate. Bottom of the 4th inning. In there for a strike.
And Joe, one thing I want to point out real quick. Take a look at the pitch. 73 to 42. Everett really efficient with his pitching.
Oh yeah, that's almost half. You know, just about half. And we don't think Campos can go the distance with 73 already. That's a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes now.
It's possible we
on
might
Campos.
see the other Garcia coming in relief soon.
Oh yeah, sure. 1 and 2 now. The score 2-1. Very close game. This 3rd game in this regional quarter. And that's a foul ball.
Foul ball. Count remains at 1 ball and
1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch outside, ball 2.
Ball 2. Count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Ruben Campos, also one of the more patient hitters on this Warrior team.
Oh yeah, he is. It wouldn't be this deep if we didn't see patient hitters, and we've seen them on both sides. Ruben Campos facing Everett, who's allowed only 1 run, and that was on a couple of errors. Here's the 2-2. Digs that one out of the dirt to the 3rd baseman, Marquez. And what a stretch there by the 1st baseman. Goss stretches out.
Number 1. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 1. Jorge Melendez.
So Goss stretches for that one and out number 1. And this is Jorge Melendez, the shortstop. This inning brought to you by AA Pools. Go see Mona out there in Sinton. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch.
I might just have to, Joe.
Right after this, let's go take a dip somewhere. That's for sure. Woo. It's a hot one. Here's the pitch, and that one sent into shallow center, and you got Tinajero under that one. Out number 2. 2 down now for the Texans as Tinajero takes care of that one. And Ramiro Campos, the pitcher, up to bat for the Warriors. Campos had a base on balls his last time up. Here is Everett ready to deal, taking the signal from Montoya. Swing and a miss. Well, fouled that one off.
I believe, Joe,
Actually got the umpire there.
This Campos was the one that made it all the way around on that 4-base error.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's true. He did ground out to third. You're right. I'm not even keeping up with the book here. It's so hot. I'm trying to pay attention over here. Can't.
Same here, Joe. It's real hot.
Real hard to do 4 things at once when you're feel like you're in a air fryer, right?
Like you said, if you ever wonder what rotisserie chicken feels like, this must be it.
Or close, right?
Something close.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Fortunately, we're in the hottest part of the day.
Everett trying to get out of this one. Unscathed. Here you go. Breaking pitch outside. Misses. Ball 1. Boy, everybody who made it out here is probably going to fall asleep early. That's going to drop for a base hit into right field. And Ramiro Campos gets a hit off his counterpart there.
Number 13, the third baseman, Brandon Leon.
Brandon Leon up to the plate. Struck out his last time up, I think. 2 outs now, and a 2-out hit for Campos.
Leon, last at bat, got a little trigger happy. Saw the breaking balls, thought he could catch up to them.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can get a little bit more patient here.
Yeah, let's see. 2 outs, and Everett with the pickoff attempt, not in time. About halfway through this ball game now, and boy, it's been rough. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nice pitch by Everett, keeping it low in the zone. Boy, you know it's hot when you buy a cold water in 20 minutes. It gets to about room temperature, maybe 30 minutes.
Absolutely.
Let's go, Mike.
No balls, 1 strike. Here it is. That's a base hit to right. Back-to-back base hits.
Number 5, Yair Garcia.
So runners at first and second now, and none other than Yair Garcia, the left fielder, who, let me tell you, he can put the ball in play. I haven't even been keeping track. I think he had a strikeout once here or something.
I believe he did strike out last time, Joe.
Sure did. And they're talking to him over down the third base line, and we're taking a quick timeout. We'll keep it here. 2 outs now, back-to-back base hits with these 2 outs. And we'll see what Yair Garcia, he can bring a run around and tie this thing up again.
Got to see a phenomenal showing throughout this series. Yes, he had a strikeout, but who doesn't strike out in this game?
Exactly.
This kid, we'll see if he can get his composure back real quick and bring that run in from second to tie the ball game.
For sure. We'll see what he's got here. So Everett, runners at first and second. If you're just joining the broadcast here, 2-1 our score in favor of the Texans. The Warriors threatening here with 2 outs. It's turning into a classic here this afternoon, and the Game 3 best of 2 out of 3 series in this regional quarterfinal matchup. Swing and a miss. And Everett with that dirty breaking pitch outside and away. And handled Garcia there.
Got a little trigger happy right there. Probably saw a fastball, and that break at the end of the pitch, at the end of the delivery, got him.
Oh man. Shout out to Brooks County ISD Coach Salinas for hosting this series.
What a great one it's been.
No balls, 1 strike. Here's 2 outs. Everett taking a look, another look, and here comes the pitch. Breaking pitch this time. Garcia doesn't fall for it.
Not gonna be fooled by that one.
Count runs even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
1 ball and 1 strike now. Bottom 4. And the pickoff attempt. And what a save there.
Almost some trouble there.
Yeah.
I thought the shortstop was going to be there. Luckily, second baseman went in and he saved the day.
Luckily, Tinajero was there to cut that one off. If not, they would have moved the runner over. Garcia. Everett. Here's the pitch. Blew it by him that time. A little higher in the zone there. Garcia went after it and just couldn't connect.
I think he might have been expecting another breaking ball. He was a little late on that fastball.
Yeah, he was. One ball, two strikes. Here's Everett. Montoya giving him one call. He'll take it. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, Montoya keeps it in front, kind of, and nobody will move.
Really thought the third base coach was going to send him.
Boy, you take a look at the fans out here. There's a couple of them laboring just like I am.
Absolutely. Yeah. A lot of backwards caps, a lot of bucket hats.
Oh, yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Can Everett get out of this one with no runs scored? We'll see. Out of the stretch he goes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. They leave 2 stranded there, and after 4 complete, the score 2-1 in favor of the Texans. We'll be back after this. You're listening to Rio Sports Live.
Our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are Edinburgh Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are Santa Rosa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society.
And we are back here in the top half of the 5th inning, and Mr. Keenan Goss is up at the plate. Tell you, really powerful hitter, Goss. Has just missed a couple of them, still sends them out to the middle of the outfield. We're looking to see what he's going to do here in this at-bat. And a breaking ball by Campos finds the zone there for strike 1. Tell you, attacking Goss early here. As here's the 0-1 delivery. And Goss, quick hands, turned on that one, just missed it. As now Goss is in a hole, 0-2.
Yeah, you know, Goss had a base on balls his last time up, and he's been 0-2 before and brought it all the way back, so let's see what he can do here.
Absolutely. And just right there, as you said that, lays off a ball in the dirt. Real patient hitter Goss is, as we saw him work the count last at bat.
See what Goss can do here and maybe start the Texans up here in the top half of the 5th inning.
And Goss looking opposite field, little late on that one, as that'll go out of play. 1-2 count here for Keenan Goss, as Campos nearing 80 pitches here. Leaves that one up.
That's what I mean about Goss. You can tell, I mean, any other batter 0-2 would get a bit nervous, start getting a little jumpy, and Goss just stays calm, cool, and collected up there, as you can tell. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he doing a great job of protecting the plate. Something we hadn't really seen this series from the Texans. You know, down 0-2, they never really protected on the close ones. And there's a shot back up the middle over the second baseman's head, as Keenan Goss will have a 2-2 single off the 2-2 pitch. Goss gets on with a single. Great piece of hitting there by Goss, as that'll bring up number 9.
What we were talking about there, Mateo, Goss in a hole 0-2 early, then very disciplined and ends up with a base hit.
Number 2, Jameson Galvan.
Jameson Galvan here to pinch hit for Talavera.
Galvan. Actually, no, I think Galvan here to pinch run, or the courtesy run, or pinch run for Goss, as Talavera comes in, steps up to the plate. Runner on first, no outs. And here's the fresh delivery. Pickoff move to first, not in time. That's something we've seen all series from the Nickey Rowe Warriors. A lot of pickoffs at first, and lays down a bunt. Talavera just goes foul, as that'll bring it back. No balls and 1 strike. And as I was saying right before that, we've seen a lot of pickoff moves, Joe. Keeping this Texans lineup from really trying to advance the ball.
For sure, it has. And there's another one.
Another one there going to first. And of course, Charles here behind the plate doing a great job being a wall, not letting too many balls get by. As you see right there, beautiful block, keeping the runner there at first, as Talavera faces a 1-1 count.
Playoff atmosphere for sure today and all the series. Of course, the fans coming out here, coming alive these last 2 games, and boy, I'm sure that both teams appreciate the support. They travel well.
Yes, thank you to all of our viewers. Without y'all, this wouldn't be possible. And a bunt attempt here, a little high there. And the pitcher mishandles it. And a missed throw to the first baseman, as we will have runners at the corners now. Off of the E1, if you're keeping score with us, an error by the first baseman. Let's break down that play, Joe.
Ramiro Campos got nervous after he bobbled it and overthrew it, or threw it a little bit harder than he had to, and it got past the first baseman, and we end up with runners at the corner.
Absolutely, Joe. And questionably high ball to go for that bunt, but nonetheless, he laid it down, and he was able to get on base. Talavera there getting on first off the E1. And we're going to have a little visit to the mound here by the Nickey Rowe Warriors. And while we got a little pause in the cars here, we'd like to thank our sponsor, AA Pools LLC, off of 1310 Antonia Street, Sinton, Texas, 361-482-7955. Ask for Mona for all your new pool needs and installations. And of course, with this South Texas heat, we're gonna need it.
Oh, definitely. If you can afford it, get it. And they're still having a combo there with Campos. They're not gonna pull him. They're just trying to make. calm down, let your defense work, probably, and we got to compete.
And looking towards the bullpen, Joe, nobody really getting warm out there, so I think Campos is going to use up all 110 of his available balls to finish this one out. Top of the fifth here. And if you're just joining us, it's 2-1. The ROWE Texans retook the lead. And we have runners at the corners with nobody out. And that leaves number 19, Montoya, doing the catching behind the plate today. And Montoya lays down a bunt. Third baseman throw down to first. But doesn't end up throwing it, as Montoya will load the bases. A somewhat smart play there, Joe.
Well, what happened there was the third baseman second-guessed the throw, and when he held back, he had nowhere to go with it, and that loads up the bases for the Texans.
Absolutely, and now Campos in a little bit of a jam. Bases loaded, no outs. And we have number 11, Idarete, up at the plate. Got on, had a base hit his last time, ended up coming around to score. So he's looking to repeat something of that sort, bring in 2 runs with him as well.
Is the key for the Texans.
And Campos with a breaking ball towards the outside, misses off the plate. And Charles doing a great job of making sure that ball doesn't get by him. Here's the ground ball up the middle. A throw down to second, and that'll be out at second. Meanwhile, a run does score, and Aldarete makes it to first base. So now runners at the corners with 1 out. Joe, do you go back to the small ball, try to extend the lead, or you?
Well, I mean, yeah, they've been doing it all game and trying to do that. I wouldn't come off it if I was them.
Absolutely, Joe. As we see number 6, Morales, up at the plate. You know, not having as great of a day here as he's had these past 2 games, but doesn't mean he can't turn it around.
For sure. 3-1 is not a big deficit. If he can get out of this inning with no more runs scored, they do still have a chance. It's 1 out here for the Texans. But Morales, don't get him wrong. Number 9 doesn't mean he's not dangerous. He can make something happen.
Absolutely. Here's the delivery inside there for ball 1, and Charles, amazing display behind the dish.
As the sun parks itself directly over us.
And the sun absolutely beating down on all of us here at Jersey Stadium. And a ball hit down the line. That'll score 1 as we have a runner at third. He's going to round third. He's coming home. And like we said, number 9 hitter, don't take him for granted. Morales with a base clearing double to extend the Texans lead 5-1 here, as we're going to have a conference on the mound.
What did I tell you about this kid Morales? Scrappy youngster. He's going to make it happen when he needs to. Came in clutch right there for the Texans, 5-1.
As we're going to have, looks like Campos is coming off the mound, as we're going to have a change here. And as we go through this, you're watching Real Sports Live. We'll be back.
The community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the ROWE Texans, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond. We are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
We are the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Plan your escape.
And we are back to the action here, as we did have a change in pitchers. Mr. Melendez coming in from shortstop to do the pitching, as we have up at the plate number 4, Rodriguez.
The leadoff hitter, Rodriguez, dangerous hitter in his own right too.
And he,
second, as Morales cleared him off, and he stands there at second.
as Rodriguez looks at ball 1, or strike 1, correction. I'm sorry about that. And here's the throw.
Good eye, good eye.
Trying to find that outside part of the plate. No luck there, as that'll even up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out with the runner on second. That's Morales out there.
Rodriguez with a handful of quality at bats himself. These Texan hitters are very disciplined, as I said before. And see, just as you saw that pitch there, any other hitter would have tried to turn on that.
And that,
you see Rodriguez lets that one go in the zone.
That one's absolute, and that's a close, one of those close ones too, Joe, where it could go at the discretion of the umpire. And a ground ball up the middle gets through. And we're going to have a play here at the plate. And not in time as the run scores. Rodriguez trades places with Morales with a double up the middle, and that'll extend the Texans' lead 6-1 here in the top half of the 5th.
See it get out of hand here as we're in the top of the order with 1 out. And if Melendez can't get it going against these Texans, it's going to be a long inning, and we can see it end quickly.
Absolutely, Joe. These Texans, looks like their bats are waking up here for today, as Jack Bell's at the plate. real consistent hitter.
Bell calls that time out there quickly. Boy, and I'll tell you, if these games were to keep going on into the August month and July month, the heat, we'd be having some trouble.
Absolutely. It's no joke around that time. Start of football season in August is bad too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Low in the zone there as Bell looks at ball one. And he finds one up in the zone for strike one. Bell shaking his head a little bit there on that one.
Kind of high is the zone, and you know, it's not what he's used to swinging at, so he didn't, and the umpire called it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Little up in the zone there. That one misses for ball two. A 2-1 count, runner on second for Bell. And if you're just joining us, the Texans have opened it up here in the top half of the fifth. 6-1 our score right now. And he finds the outside part of the plate, evens up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Bell looking to have to protect the plate here.
Let's see what Bell does here. He's going to give him something outside again.
And he found that low ball right there. Not taking any chances. Great job at protecting it. As he fouls it off to the left side. Bell, real solid hitter for these Texans at the number 2 spot. As Bell's gonna send one to center field. Center fielder looking to have a little bit of trouble with it. And it does fall. It did fall here. So Bell makes it safely on to first base. And I tell you, Joe, with middle of the day, poor outfielders, these guys have to face the sun. It's hot.
I tell you, that was Garcia's ball, Yair, and he waved off the center fielder, just couldn't come up with a grab.
And I tell you, working against the sun, it's an outfielder's nightmare.
And this is Tinajero, who has come in clutch time and time again for these Texans. And we'll see if he can put one in the outfield here.
Absolutely.
4 more runs does it, and we have do or die for the Warriors.
Yeah, I believe
it's possible here with these Texans hitters.
Up in the zone there. Up in the zone there for ball 1. And that'll even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Tinajero.
Melendez just getting a little bit rattled, with these Texans hitters. Texans hitters who come in, and he inherited a bit of a shaky start, and then he's just got to dig deep and come out of this one.
And there's the 1-1 delivery. He swings for strike 2. As he's in the hole 1 and 2 here. Tinajero. Runners on first and second here with 1 out. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And the ball gets away from Charles. Gets away from Charles there. Not something we're used to seeing. Ball just bounces off the inside part of his foot and gets away from him. It evens up the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes, and allows both runners to move into scoring position.
Not what they wanted to have happen, as the Texans just put the runners closer to another run.
And down in the zone here. Misses for ball 3. Real close there. I tell you, some of these Texans hitters are taking a little bit too much of a gamble there, not on those.
Oh yeah.
That one was an outside on the plate, as that'll load the bases here, as you can see. First, see on your screen here, bases loaded. And up at the plate is the ever dangerous Michael Everett, having himself a series. Excellent performances behind the plate and at the plate. Low and inside there for ball one. And
Everett going to give him something clean to hit. They know Everett can break it open.
And Everett, that's exactly what he's looking to do. At least bring in one is probably what's going through Everett's mind right now. And takes a big swing and fouls it off.
Yeah, that got a piece of Charles there as he walks it off. Bounced off his thigh there.
And I tell you, Joe, those hurt. As he evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded.
I'm telling you what, hills and valleys here with his son. I was up and then I was down. I took a shower in the restroom. Now I'm back up again. Thank God.
Yes.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Good eye, good eye.
As he finds the outside part of the plate for strike 2, and Everett looked like he did want to pull the trigger, didn't know what it was going to be called, and now he takes a hit, and it is caught by the center fielder, but that is deep enough to score the run. As he does his job, brings 1 more run across for the Texans. A sac fly for Michael Everett.
Right there, it was deep enough to send both of the runners on a tag, and 1 run will score. And 7-1 to score now, and none other than Goss at the plate.
And Goss, a dangerous batter. We've seen him come up with some big hits throughout this series.
Sure, he's no stranger to making something happen.
Absolutely. Runners at the corners here with 2 outs. 7-1 your score in favor of the Texans. Pickoff move to first base. Little fans getting into this game. As Goss with the fresh count. And here's the delivery. Runner going for second as Charles holds off from throwing it to second, preventing that runner at third from trying to score.
These Texans real savvy on the base path, and they've been doing it all series long. Playing small balls, getting that stolen base, they inch themselves ever so closer to another run.
And Goss looking at a 1-0 count here. Here's the delivery. Misses down on the zone for ball 2. As Goss stepping back in. Breaking ball does not find the inside part of the plate. Melendez looking a little bit frustrated as they're gonna put Goss on with the intentional walk. As that'll bring up number 9, Talavera.
Well, we'll see if Talavera takes that as a sign of disrespect and does something here.
I believe he was the one that had the base clearer this earlier in the inning, or either. Or Morales had the base clearer. My bad. But here we've got a dangerous part of the lineup. Talavera, followed by Montoya.
Yeah, really dangerous for sure.
And a ground ball to the left side. Dive by the third baseman. Throw on to first. Not in time as the run scores. Talavera makes it safely to first base. And 1 more run comes in.
Didn't it? Backfired on him while walking at the. You knew that the batter there was going to make something happen, and he did.
Absolutely. And now we have the catcher Montoya stepping in. Again, inheriting bases loaded. Miss. Called strike 1 there. Correction. The 0-1 delivery. breaking ball finds the upper part of the zone as Montoya quickly in a hole 0-2.
Well, we'll see if he can pull himself out of it, as many of these batters do. With bases loaded, 2 outs. 8-1 the score now.
With 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th. And a ground ball to the first baseman. He's going to pick it up and just touch the bag himself. A 3 unassisted to end the inning. But not before the Texans blow this game wide open. 8-1 is your score after 4.5. You're watching Real Sports Live. We'll be back after these messages.
Bay or both. Sun rises and sun sets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success starts now. La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles.
And we're back here as the Warriors get ready to start their bottom half of the 5th inning. Up at the plate we have number 3.
That's Charles.
That's Charles, the leadoff batter in the lineup. And doing an excellent job of catching behind the plate.
Oh, yeah, he's been doing an excellent job the whole series. Let's see if he can spark it here.
And a shot to the right side and just foul by a couple feet. As Everett still standing tall on the mound.
Sure is. He's going the distance for him. Allowed 1 run, and I'll tell you, the 1 run was not his fault. As the play at first base became something extra. The throws. He has given up a couple of hits, I think 3.
He's got 60 under his belt right now.
Good.
And he misses for ball 1. Campos, one hitter that works the count for the Warriors. Real patient. But then again, a lot of these batters have been real patient throughout this series.
Yes.
And if you're just joining us, bottom of the 5th inning, 8-1 your score after a 6-run top of the 5th, and there's strike 2 on Campos. After a 6-run top of the 5th inning by the Ray Texans, who blow this game wide open 8-1. But of course, in baseball, no lead is safe, and on a team like Nicky Rowe, they can inch their way given these next 3 innings.
Count goes full here. We'll see what Charles can do.
And there's a ground ball, gets through for a base hit as Charles, working with a full count, gets on with a single. And that'll bring up Salinas, number 4 here at the plate. Got on a fielder's choice last at bat. So he's looking to get back on Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss on that breaking ball. We've been seeing that all game long here, Joe. What isn't broke, don't fix it, as Everett's going back to that breaking ball. As he misses the outside part of the plate for ball one. And boy, we got a nice little breeze blowing in. Could have done with that a little bit earlier, but here's a ground ball to the shortstop. Throw on to second. Throw down to first. In time, and that's a double play for the Ray Texans. Big double play here for the Texans as they get 2 quick outs. A little.
They've been doing it all series. Number 2 in the state for a reason. Their defense, top notch.
Solid fundamental baseball from these Texans, Joe. And it's easy to see why they're the number 2 team in the state.
I'll tell you, everybody coming up big. The defense, the bats. You got an all-around team here. And they'll go up in case if they take care of business here. I think Georgetown and
Canyon, I think, are playing right now to see who's for the right to go to round 4, the region semis. Misses inside, and that's ball 2 on Renner up at the plate, number 15. And he finds the zone there for strike 1. And Everett just hit 70 under his belt, looking to go the distance.
Oh, yeah, he might.
And that's a ground ball to the second baseman. Throw down to first. In time, and that's out number 3. Real textbook fundamental play by the second baseman. Your score after 5 complete is 8-1 in favor of the Corpus Christi Texans. We'll be back here watching Real Sports Live.
We're the Life for Cheerleaders, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rodo Rodriguez, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation for building some of the finest agents in the industry. I help to manage that process from day one. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business, then I would like to show you how I can help.
We are the Orange Cardinals, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Whether you're visiting or vacationing at South Padre Island, be sure to book your place to stay with Island Services. Locally owned for over 40 years. Trusted, reliable for condo and beach house rentals. Call and visit the website today. Island Services.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
So Alderete at the plate, ready to face Melendez, and 5 complete innings. The Texans blow it up 8-1, and here we go. Swing and a miss, blew it by him that time. And Melendez not a slouch himself, man. He comes in from shortstop. He's got a gun. He's got range. He puts it on the corners. The Texans just got his number.
Absolutely. These Texans hitters showing a solid display, especially after the last half inning, putting up 6 runs.
Yeah, 1 ball, 1 strike to Alderete. Count goes even. Out of the windup comes Melendez. Here's the pitch. And that one's taken into left. Will it drop? Yes, it will. And Alderete starts things off with a base hit.
That'll bring up number 6, Luis Morales.
A leadoff base hit for Alderete. And that's exactly what the Texans wanted. As we go to Luis Morales, who's been a game changer here lately. He cleared the bases. Number 9 hitter Luis Morales, the right fielder, facing the pitcher Melendez. Nice try, the framing job by Charles. No cigar. As we're in the top of the 6th inning. Rio Sports Live, bringing you all the action all the time. Joe Martinez, Mateo Requeñas in this inning, brought to you by AA Pools LLC. 1320 Antonia, Sinton, Texas, 361-482-7955. Ask for Mona for all your new pool installs, and they serve in all of South Texas. So Morales looking at 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody gone for the Texans, and they're pouring it on here 8-1. Game 3 of the regional quarterfinal matchup, and it's been a heck of a series here in Foul Furious. Throw to first, not in time.
Boy, we're seeing it from every pitcher. Quick pickoff moves to first. Trying to keep these savvy Texans from getting more bases.
Here's the, out of the stretch goes Melendez, breaking pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. These Texans want to end things. They'll face the winner of Georgetown and Canyon. The game going on right now. We'll try to get an update. There's a ground ball. C&I single between third and short. And back-to-back base hits. And the Warriors find themselves in the same type of situation as last inning. Back-to-back base hits in the top of the order coming up. And, boy, it doesn't look good here for Melendez, who inherited a 6-1 deficit. Or, I'm sorry, a 3-1 deficit. And all these runs scored.
It's not looking pretty, Joe. But he's trying his best to weather the storm, and so far it's
strike.
He's giving it his best.
Does not want to load the bases up for Bell. No balls, 1 strike now on Rodriguez.
We're at the top of the lineup. This could be potentially dangerous.
That's a ground ball to the second baseman. They're going for the double up. An overthrow there, and a run will score, 9-1. The runner will make it to second base, and an error there on the shortstop. Alderete will score.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 1, Jack Bell.
9-1 with Bell at the plate. Runner at second base now.
I'll tell you that their head, the Warriors defense, their head was in the right place, going for the double play. Just the throw to first just wasn't executed as well as they'd like, and it ended up being an error and another run scored here for the Texans.
It's been the story of this game 3 in these quarterfinals. Bell looking at a pitch. He usually goes after one like that. Laid off it this time. No balls.
Bell
1 ball. Yeah.
Ball in the low part of the zone.
Yes, he does. 1 ball and no strikes to Bell. Here in the top of the 6th inning.
That ball counted now even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
1 ball and 1 strike to Bell now. Top of the 6th inning, like I said, Joe Martinez, Mateo Requeñas with Real Sports Live, bringing you all the baseball action All South Texas going on. Swing and a miss. What a cut there by Bell. Just couldn't connect.
Strike two, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Takes one, JB. Takes one, kid. Let's go.
1 ball, 2 strikes for Bell. And he'll send one up into left field. Garcia's under it
Left fielder under it makes
for
the
out
catch
number
for
2.
Number 2. That'll bring up number 3, Lucas Tinajero.
Tinajero up next for the Texans. It's getting ever so hotter out here.
Man, Joe, man. Is this what the chickens and the fryers feel like?
Well, it's pretty close. I would guess so, yeah. It puts it into perspective next time you're barbecuing. Just take a look at them. Maybe you'll feel sorry. I don't know. One other thing. 1 ball, no strikes here. Melendez on the mound dealing with these Texans hitters. And that's fouled off and out of play.
Barbecuing, yeah. I'll take a second look and be like, that's pretty much how I felt.
Yeah, that's pretty much how you felt this time, yeah. Whew. It is hot. It's a hot one.
And almost no cloud coverage in the sky.
I remember we'd be at my grandmother's house and it'd be really hot and she'd have a box fan in the window. It was just blowing hot air. That's all it was doing. It's kind of like this. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Melendez on the bump, dealing with the hitters here. 2 outs for the Texans. They've had 2 outs a lot and brought in many runs. That's up into right field. He's got a beat on it, and he's under it for out number 3. The Texans put across another run, 9-1 our score. As we make it to the bottom of the 6th, we'll be back after this.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Uniforms, etc., you're going to find the opportunity to purchase the best high-quality scrubs. Soon after I learned about how the EDC was helping out the community, and so I did meet with Ms. Castillo. She made it very easy, very friendly, and she walked me every step of the way. I couldn't have done it without their help.
We are La Villa, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is.
Back to the action here, and Jacob Torres up to the plate for the Warriors. Everett going the distance for these Texans. Only 72 pitches for him. Bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning, 9-1, I'm sorry, our score.
Everett still standing tall.
Straight out of Foul Furious, Texas, Atlanta Heart's Delight, and Bell's got it behind the apron. A couple of hops and they can't get it. Goss will miss it, and the runner decides to stay. So Bell had a hard play there, and they'll give him second base. Ruben Campos up to the plate. So the Warriors try to get something started here. Runner at second now. Nine to 1 our score. Here's Everett. In there for a strike.
Warrior fans not happy about that strike.
Of course not.
Keep working, Mike.
That's a base hit. Right over shortstop, and they'll score run number 2 here. All the way to the wall. And Campos gets a double, RBI double.
That's the key if these Warriors want to have a chance at picking away at the lead.
For sure.
One at a time.
For sure.
Solid hits.
They're running out of them, though. 6 more outs left for them. We'll see if they can accomplish what they need to. And that'll bring up Melendez to the plate.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner, number 14, Ricardo Reyes. Doing the batting, number 1, George Melendez.
So run number 2 scores. Melendez at the plate now. Waits on the breaking pitch there. Fouls it off.
I tell you, he timed that one perfectly, but you know,
Did.
his head's already in left field by the time he's swinging that bat.
No balls, 1 strike. As you can see, the heat getting to these players out there already.
Absolutely.
Bottom of the 6th inning. No outs here for the Warriors. Run number 2 scores for them. Runner at second base.
Everett's eye black's already almost at his chin.
Mm-hmm. And a foul ball down the third base line.
Now you got him. Now you got him. Here we go.
Can these Texans move on to the 4th round? We shall see. No balls, 2 strikes.
One outside, count runs to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Keep working, Darian. Go, Mikey. Hold it, Darian. Let's go, Mike. Way ahead, Mikey. Let's go. Start defense.
1 ball, 2 strikes now to Melendez.
That's how you Joe, the heat's getting to the both of us too.
I know, really. I'm in the zone, man. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Whew. Stop. Double A Pools, a fine sponsor of today's game. 1320 Antonia, Sinton, Texas. 361-482-7955. Just ask for Mona. She'll take care of you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ramiro Campos had a base hit his last time up.
Being real resilient at the plate here, coming up with some key moments here for the Warriors. Had their first run of the game to tie it, and then he had the single to get something going. They just couldn't capitalize on that.
Yeah, just missed the corner there.
Boy, Any other hitter would have tried for that one. Real patient there by Campos.
Here's the pitch. Takes one for a ride down the left field line and a strike. Long strike. One ball, one strike now on Campos. 9-2 our score if you're just joining us. In the direct heat here, Land of Heart still lies, Falfurrias, Texas.
Bono, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Use your glove, you're all right. And with that check swing, the umpire not giving it to him.
Yeah. 2-1 now the count.
Here we go, Texans. Big out right here.
And everyone is having a time out here with this heat. Boy, you look around, everybody's getting a bit zoned out. Yeah.
2 days, these fans just want to get out of the heat.
2-1. Here's the pitch. Foul ball down the left field line.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Everett on the mound. Boy, I don't know how these kids do it out there.
Bunch of Brazilian athletes.
They must be getting a lot of fluids in the dugout when they go to bat. That's a shot to left field down the 320 line. Foul.
That ball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, that left fielder had a beat on it. Covered a
Oh,
lot
he
of
did.
ground
Yeah.
to try to get to that one and just foul a little too far out of his reach.
I don't think an MLB left fielder could have got that one, but hey, he could have tried. Maybe. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. 1 out, I'm sorry.
Maybe if you had the speed of Jake Marisnik, you could get
Maybe,
that.
yeah. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll get him at first. Well, they try to get him at first. Got him. So 1 hopper to first.
Good job, boys. Good job, boys.
That brings up number 13, Brandon.
Put it play together, boys. Let's go.
Leon up to the plate now.
Excellent effort there by Goss to
Grab it off the dirt.
stay with that play. Boy, this heat's no joke, Joe.
Boy, oh boy, it is getting to me out here. 1 more inning to go, and 9-2 the score, and this is Leon. Putting your body through everything it can handle, at least I am. That's a base hit up the middle. And runner coming around to second. There's a throw to the plate, and easily gets the runner out. Out number 3. Boy. And a little bit of extracurriculars at the plate, but nonetheless, they get him out at home 9-2 after 6 complete. The Texans lead it. We'll be back after this.
Academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
We are Edinburgh Villa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
The most important moments in a child's life happen in their earliest years. Having a strong early childhood education enhances their future and success. That's why we are opening the Harlingen CISD Early Childhood Academy for pre-K students. At HCISD, we provide these opportunities for our youngest learners to foster their imagination and let their curiosity run, while they develop their love for learning. These are the early steps to success, and Harlingen CISD is with them every step of the way.
We are Santa Rosa and you're watching Real Sports Live.
We envision that San Perlita ISD will help our students acquire the necessary knowledge, communication, and problem-solving skills through a variety of educational and social experiences to become productive citizens in our global society. Be a part of the change to help create a community where we guide each other to our unlimited potential.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
We're the ROWE TEXANS and you're watching Real Sports Live.
When excellence in academics meets discovery on the court, in the arts, with institutions of higher education and beyond, we are the future leaders, and our success.
And we're back here as we have Mr. Everett at the plate. Melendez still going strong at the mound. Has had a few hiccups here and there, but he's doing well. As Everett fouls this one off to the left side. Sponsorship opportunities. And a breaking ball, and the check swing, and it is called. So Everett couldn't pull back in time, as it is strike two. Up and outside there for ball one. Everett working with a 1-2 count. Nobody on, nobody out. Here in the top half of the seventh.
Let me make a prediction here. Either Everett takes it to 3-2 or he's going to get a hit. Watch this.
A very bold prediction there, Joe. Everett.
The last couple of times as he makes it to the plate.
And Everett looks at strike three.
I guess I cursed him on that one.
But a little, and that's where the protection of the plate here comes into play. As Keenan Goss comes in to bat. And we've got a fly ball towards center field. Center fielder getting under it. Had the sun in his face and stayed with it to make the catch, as that'll be out number two. And up at the plate we have number 9, Talavera, getting ready to take his cuts here. Low on the plate there. Called ball one.
I went into the restroom and everybody was in there showering.
Absolutely, Joe. You can see it with today's weather. It's a hot one, so I can imagine everybody needs that cold water.
Cool water. It's not cold, it's warm.
Cool. This looks at ball three, correction. Talavera's got a 3-0 count here. And he finds that low outside corner for strike one. 3-1 count, 3-1 count here. And if you're just joining us, and I hope you haven't just joined us, 9-2 ball game here in favor of the ROWE Texans. Started off really well, and the Texans had a 6-run top of the fifth just to break it open right now, as we're closing in on the end of this ball game, and the Texans are just looking to protect this lead and go on to the next round.
Oh, yeah. They'll face either Canyon
or Georgetown. Both schools out near the Austin area. As there's a line shot to the left side here. As Talavera gets on with a full count single. And that'll bring in number 7. I believe he's pinch hitting for somebody. And Talavera, so he's so Zach Spence pinch hitting for Montoya here, or Jack Spence, correction. Gets to see his first at bat of this series. Or at least of this game. I don't remember. Has he batted these past? No. First at bat of this series for Mr. Spence. Outside part of the plate is caught for strike 1. Fans not happy about this one. There's a chopper to the third baseman, throw on to first. Not in time. In time for out number 3. As the Texans go down. The Texans go down quietly. You're watching Rio Sports Live. We'll be back after this break.
La Villa ISD, Cardinal Pride.
I love what I do. I really
love what
do.
I'm doing. I love children. One of the most important things to do is to love your students.
Imagine teachers like these helping your child prepare to change the world. Take a closer look at Mission CISD.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Brownsville Independent School District continues to provide a safe environment for enriching education. From pre-K3 to early college high school, the award-winning district has advanced its legacy in curriculum, athletics, and fine arts. Teachers are driving the frontier of technology, bringing industry to the classroom. On and off the field, Brownsville ISD students engage in the experiences that make them college and career ready. Brownsville Independent School District, the best choice.
And we're back to the action here as the Warriors face their last 3 outs. And, you know, thank you to all the viewers for supporting our broadcast, but this broadcast couldn't be possible without AA Pools LLC on 1320 Antonia Street in Sinton, Texas. Call 361-482-7955 and ask for Mona for all your new pool installation needs and maintenance needs. And of course they serve all South Texas, and here's a foul ball going into the stands. Like I said, serve all of South Texas, and with the way this weather is going to be throughout the summer, if you can afford it, I would go for it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Everybody needs a swimming pool in their life at one point.
Absolutely, and if you have the cold water throughout the hot days, it feels great.
Let's see if Everett can go the distance here. He's been doing it. He's got 20 pitches left.
And a base hit for Garcia, the name that we've been saying all series for these Warriors. This young man, absolutely tremendous on the bat. And he finds a way to get on base, no matter if it's a walk, gets hit by the ball, or if he just gets a base hit.
We'll see what little bit at the. Don't change nothing, Mike. It's gonna take a real something sort of a miracle to come back on this one. But stranger things have happened.
Absolutely. This is up in the zone here on the batter, number 34. I don't think I've seen him before.
Really?
Has he? I don't think this is his first at bat of the series.
There you go.
Finds it for strike one. As Everett, looking to go the distance, has 18 to work with.
This is Brandon Hernandez.
And just got a name here for this young man, Brandon Hernandez. As that breaking ball in there for strike two. Everett all game has been going to that breaking ball, and if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right, he's been using it all game.
Break it down. Win it 1-6.
Little lazy pickoff move to first, just trying to keep that runner honest. And here's a chopper to third baseman, throw on to first in time for out number one. And Goss was ready to fire it to second base.
Nice play as he charged the ball there and across the diamond.
Ivan Salinas.
Here's Salinas. Salinas can do some damage, I'll tell you, that second baseman.
Absolutely. Salinas all series has come up with base hits and worked the count the way that almost majority of these batters have done. But of course Salinas yesterday one of the few to get a hit off of Goss.
Yes, for sure. I think Goss allowed 3 hits.
I believe 3 or 2, somewhere around that. And a time is called here by home plate umpire. Well, if you're just joining us here, we're nearing the end of this ball game. 9-2 your score in favor of Corpus Christi Ray. And the ball gets away from Montoya as Garcia will get to third.
I want to send a quick shout out to everybody that works out in this heat, buddy. I don't know how they do it.
Absolutely.
Every man or woman that works outside in this Texas heat. Whew.
Absolutely. And the fact that y'all put up with this heat day in and day out, it's phenomenal. And here's a little pop fly to the pitcher. Everett makes the catch, and that's out number 2. So Nicky Rowe's chances here dwindling down to 1 out left. And we are going to need, like you said yesterday, a sweet comeback if they're hoping to advance to the next round. But of course, the improbable odds of coming back here, going against the Nicky Rowe Warriors as Renner comes to the plate. He's had himself a good series here for Renner. A couple of base hits in these past 2 games as he misses up in the zone. And
see if Everett can finish it off here. He's gone the distance. And what a game here by Everett. What a series by Everett. Behind the plate, on the mound, at the plate.
And Renner goes to left field. And the left fielder with the leaping effort, but unable to track it down as Renner comes up with an RBI double.
These Warriors not going out without a fight.
Absolutely, and they're giving it everything they've got, playing with a passion.
Here's Torres, a pinch hitter. We'll see what he can do.
Reset, boys! Reset, boys!
And Torres, another solid hitter on this Warriors team. Always finds a way to get on base. And, you know, it's very rare that we've seen Torres really produce an out. As you see there, a shot to the right side. He's gonna burn the right fielder as Renner will come across, and he's shooting for 3. And he will make it to third with a stand-up triple. Boy, these Warriors refusing to go down.
And the word, they're defining it right now, Warrior.
Absolutely, the epitome of what a warrior is. These boys are not going down without a fight. And we'll have a visit on the mound. Got a few laughs out of the Ray Texans real quick. As I guess they're trying to calm down Everett, just get him to finish off the ball game. As boy, as these boys are trying to close it off here. 2 outs, and we have number 11, Campos.
A 5-run lead here. Do or die for the Warriors.
And they're absolutely right now. They're refusing to die. And here's the delivery to Campos. Takes a swing, and that looks like it was fouled off.
And Campos is a real hard customer to deal with at the plate, let me tell you.
Absolutely, that man. No matter if he's down 0-2, he refuses to get the easy be the easy out. And there's a shot to left field. Left fielder looking up, and that is gone. Campos with a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the 7th. And Joe, we were waiting for it all series. One of these boys was gonna blast one over. Campos does it in a moment that really matters. Joe, what do you think of that?
I'll tell you, he waited on it, he sat on it and drove it, and it drifted out. And that's exactly what these Warriors needed. 3 runs away from tying this thing up. There's 2 outs now. Stranger things have happened, I'd say, and they're talking to Everett on the mound. We'll see if they make a change.
And yes, Everett has gone the distance, Everett has had a phenomenal performance, but I believe they might be going for a pitching change.
Let's go.
And we'll take you to commercial break. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be back to this phenomenal game after this.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
We're the Lady Cougars, and you're watching Real Sports Live.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Plan your escape. Beach, bay, or both. Sunrises and sunsets daily. Memories made all day. Live music and great food round out your visit. So why wait? SoPadre.com.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have?
And we're back to the action here as Tinajero will replace Everett on the mound. And Joe, these Warriors absolutely defining what it means to be a Warrior.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna go down. And got the shortstop here, Melendez.
As that is low for ball one. And Melendez really, and the outside misses outside 2-0 count, and they're gonna be very patient here, taking the smart at bats. And there's the ground ball, gets through for a base hit as Melendez is gonna get on with a single. And it's not over yet. Like we've said these past two games, no lead is safe with these
swing here.
Absolutely, and Campos here, no better player to have up than the man who's been consistent throughout this game. Campos is 2 for 3 with that 1 for 3 being a fielder's choice.
Good work, Gary. Good work, man. Keep working.
I mean, they won't admit it, but the seat of their pants here, waiting to see what happens. 2 outs here.
Absolutely, and these Texans, Thearin fires it in there for strike one. Theareno, I forgot how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry about that. Misses low in the zone for ball two.
And getting the calls here are the batters this time. I mean, he's been consistent giving them over.
And the crowd at the edge of its seat as the little dribbler over the head. And he makes the catch and throw out for out number 3. And the Ray Texans are gonna survive this late inning comeback as they will move on to round 4, the region semifinals. The number 2 team in the state moving on, and what an excellent effort by the Nicky Rowe Warriors, Joe.
Shout out to Falfurrias ISD, Brooks County ISD for hosting this. The Ray Texans move on, and they will face the winner of Georgetown and Canyon. And I'm going to be at the All-Star game tonight. I just got confirmation over in Corpus Christi. So tune in to Rio Sports Live. Shout out to all our sponsors, AA Pools in Sinton. Shout out to Mona and Company. And it's been a great series. The Texans move on. That's going to be all from Falfurrias. We'll see you next time.
Start Rio Sports.
Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and